बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि वसल्लम अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या सय्यदी या रहमतल लिल आलमीन आमीन बिजाहि ख़ातमिन नबिय्यीन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन. In this video, I will be solving the S1 Feb March 2026 paper. Please stay focused and watch the lecture till the end. We should be nice to everyone. Simply watching the final solution will not be enough to fully understand this paper. So make sure you follow the complete explanation carefully. This paper contains a lot of algebra along with some challenging questions. Therefore, watch the solution to every question very carefully so that you can fully understand the methods and concepts involved. Let's begin. A club has 12 members, of which 7 are men and 5 are women. A committee of 4, this is the requirement, R is 4, is to be chosen from these 12 members. This question is of combinations. So we have N12, requirement is 4 people, men are 7 and women are 5. And the question is, find the probability that a randomly chosen committee includes at least 2 men. At least 2 men means m greater equal to 2. So these are the possible values of m with respect to this condition. Either 2 men or 3 men or 4 men. Now make the possibilities with respect to these conditions. So there are 3 possibilities. 2 men with 2 women, because altogether we need 4 people. Some should be 4. So 3 and 1, 4 and no. There are 7 men and 5 women. Or means plus. So 7C2 times 5C2 plus 7C3, 5C1, then 7C4, 5C0. You may either write 5C0 or ignore it because it's 1. Now, since we need probability, so we have to divide this requirement by the total, which is 12C4, because we need 4 people out of 12. So total is random. This is total, this is the requirement. When we simplify numerator will get 420. And when we will simplify the denominator, we get 495. Hence, the final answer is 28 divided by 33. Leave your answer as it is because this is an exact answer. And it's better to leave the answer in fraction. Please check the solution again. Question 2. Find the number of different arrangements, permutations of 9 letters in the word attentive, in which the 2 E's are together, but the 3 T's are not all together. Now remember, whenever it says are not all, then always use box method. Never use spaces method. That's the hint. First check the letters. There are A, N, I, V remaining letters without repetition. Repetition 2 E's and 3 T's. Now how to solve this type of question? For this type of question, always use this method. Total minus t's are together, all together. So total, first work for total. In total, the restriction is only 2 e's. 2 e's are together, and here we have remaining letters. 4 plus 3, 7. 4 distinct letters, these, and 3 t's. For these 2 e's, or for these 2 e's, you can write just 1 or leave the arrangement, because it's 2 factorial over 2 factorial. These are 7 objects. This is 1 object. So 1 plus 7 is 8. So write 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial. 3 factorial is for 3 t's. So this is the total. Alright. This, let me evaluate this. 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial. This is 6720 ways. Now get the requirement, get the ways in which 3 t's are together. See, 2 e's, 3 t's, now remaining letters 1, 2, 3, 4, A, N, I, V. Now count the number of boxes. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So write 6 factorial. Just 6 factorial. Okay? Which is 720. See, the arrangement of this is 1, this is 1, and altogether 6 boxes, so just 6 factorial. Now requirement. Total minus this. So total is 6720 minus 3 t's are together. This will give you 6000 ways. So always solve this type of question are not all together by using box method. Alright, now check this solution please. Find the number of different arrangements of the 9 letters in the word attentive in which there are at least 4 letters between the 2 e's. So we have at least 4 letters between 2 e's. Now make the possible arrangements for this. E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, altogether there are 9 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2 e's, at least 4 letters. At least 4 letters means either 4 or 5 or 6, right? 4, 5, 6 or 7. So these letters can come between 2 e's. That's the meaning of at least 4 letters between 2 e's. So this first arrangement is exactly 4 letters between 2 e's. Now make the next arrangement. 5 letters between 2 e's. 1 2 3 4 5 is here 1 2, right? So this is for 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, then E is here. The last one, 7 letters, 2 3 4 5 6 7, and here is the E. Now let's understand how to arrange letters in this one. See, there are 7 letters, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and in these 7 we have 3 E's, 3 T's. So now let's arrange these 7 letters. 7 factorial, 3 factorial for 3 T's. Now suppose this as one box. Now this box can switch in this way, number 2, number 3, number 4. This is the first place of this box, right? So it can change its position in 4 ways. This is the first position, second, third, fourth. Second, third, fourth. So there are 4 positions, 4 ways. So multiply this with 4. Just 4. Don't write 4 factorial, because we have counted the positions. Now check this one. Now this box can move in 3 ways. This is the first way, second, third. Like here, 1 2 3 4. So 7 factorial, 3 factorial is fixed. Why? Because 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 letters are random, and there are 3 T's. Now times 3. Now check the sequence. This is 4, this is 3, this should be 2, and this should be 1. For your conceptual clarity, I am showing the working. So 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial, let me make some space for the last one. Okay. 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial for 3 T's, and count the places, just 2 places, 1 2. Now the last one, this has just one possibility. This is the only possibility. 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 1. Now add all these possibilities. So see, if I take 7 factorial upon 3 factorial common from all, then just count these 4 possibilities, 3, 7, 9, 10 possibilities. Hence, the answer is 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 10 ways. I counted the number of ways. Finally, we have 8400. Please check this solution, this whole solution. You should be very good at permutation and combination and these types of questions, especially part A and part B as well. There were 10 possibilities, so I multiplied this factor with 10. You have option, either add this plus this plus this plus this. Just add all or do like this. Alright, the next question is of cumulative frequency graph. So we have class intervals, we have to make class boundaries, because cumulative frequency graph represent continuous data. This data is discrete. So first get class boundaries. So subtract 0.5 in 5, so 4.5 to 9.5. This is the way we get class boundaries. We subtract 0.5 from this and add 0.5 into this. Now the next one is 9.5 to 14.5. 14.5 to 19.5. 19.5 to 29.5. Then 29.5 to 39.5. 39.5 to 49.5. 49.5 to 59.5. Finally 59.5 to 79.5. Now get the cumulative frequencies. So copy the first one, 4. Copy this. Now add 11 into this. So 15. Now add the next one. 29, 55, 103, 131, 146. Finally we have 150. And this number must match with this number, the total. Now choose the correct scale. Here we have 150 altogether, and here we have 79.5. See, if I start from 4.5 here, then this should be 14.5. So 24, just count the boxes, 34, 44, 54, 64, 74, we'll get 79.5 here. So 4.5, 14.5, then this is 9.5, okay? 24.5, 34.5, 44.5, 54.5, 64.5, 74.5, 79.5. That's the last number. Write these numbers as well. So this is, I guess, 19.5, 29.5. This will help you to sketch the graph easily. 49.5. This is 59.5, 69.5, and finally 79.5. Now label this axis. Make sure you must label the axis. So in first column, just write this entire thing here. Time in minutes. And don't use short terms. Write cumulative frequency here. Don't write CF, okay? Examiner don't like short terms. So this is cumulative frequency. Now on vertical axis it's 150. So I think we should start. We should take this 20, 40, 60, 80. You should solve these types of questions at the end because these questions takes a lot of time. If you are good at these types of questions and if you have practiced a lot of these types of questions, then you can do this. Alright, now the first number. Now how to sketch cumulative frequency? See, the first cumulative frequency is always 0. Must remember, the first one is always 0. And this corresponds to this number. Lower class boundary of first class, its frequency is always 0, CF. Okay. For this, take this number always 0. Now for 9.5 take 4, for 14.5 15 and so on. And don't use crosses. Crosses are only for line of best fit. Just make a dot, a small dot. So 0. I'm marking dots, 0. Next, 9.5 corresponding frequencies. 4, 2 boxes is of 4. I mean 1 box is of 2 units. The next one is 14.5's corresponding is 15. This is 15. Between 10 and 20 average. Okay, next, the next one is, I think I should use this so that you can easily see this color. So this is the first point, second point, third point. Okay, now the next point. 19.5 corresponding is 29. So 19.5 corresponding is 29. This is 30. So here this is 29. The next one is 29.5 corresponding 55. 55. This is 50. So this is 55. Done. Next, 39.5 corresponding is 103. 103. So this is 103. Okay. 39.5. The next one is 49.5 corresponding CF is 131. 49.5, 131. 131 should be here. This is 130. The next one is 59.5, 146. 59.5, 146. This should be here. And finally, let me check this. 59.5 corresponding is 146. 59.5, right? This is fine. Now 79.5 corresponding is 150. Okay, always make dots. Don't do like this. And don't do like this. Crosses are for line of best fit. Don't use crosses. Don't use circles, because circle size is just one small box and you won't be able to do this. So just mark dots. Now sketch this graph. And remember, cumulative frequency graph, always draw curve. Polygon is also fine, cumulative, but graph is better than polygon. Last year, one of my students' graph was, he drew cumulative frequency polygon and the examiner cancelled that, although the graph was perfectly fine. So it's better to draw a curve to be on a safe side. Although polygons are allowed, but examiner cancelled that question. His graph. Try to draw a smooth curve. All right. So this is cumulative frequency curve, okay. Now the next part, use your graph to estimate the 60th percentile, P60. So take the 60% of 150 and check its observation. So 60% of 150th observation. 60% of 150 is 90th observation. Now check the 90th observation. So this is 90. Just count the boxes. It's 2 boxes. So this is the number. $36.5. minutes. Calculate an estimate for the mean of the times taken to travel to college by these 150 students. So for mean we need mid values. Now write the mid values here. Take the average of these numbers. So 5 and 9, it should be 14, 7. So this the mid value of this number is 7. 10 plus 14, so this should be 12. The average of these two, just add 5 and 9 and divide by 2. Take the average of these two. Take the average of these two. So 15 plus 19 divided by 2, 24.5. This is, let me check this. This is wrong. This is 17. This is 24.5. This is 34.5, right? 44.5, sorry, 54.5. This should be 69.5. So mean, the formula of mean is sigma ft divided by sigma f. Since the variable is t, so write t. Total frequency is 150. Now take the product of these two. ft, the product of these numbers, 4 into 7, 15 into 12, and so on. (14 into 17), 26 into 24.5, 48 into 34.5, 4 into 7, 15 into 12, sorry, 11 into 12. Let me check this. Yes, no, sorry. This is 11 into 12, 14 into 17, 26 into 44, 24.5, 48 into 34.5, 28 into 44.5. (48 into 34.5). The next one is 28 into 44.5. Plus 15 into 54.5 and 4 into 69.5. Okay. Now divide this by 150. So we will get 671 upon 20. This is the better answer. In decimal, it should be 33.55. See, this is an exact answer. So leave it as it is. Don't write this number up to 3SF. Otherwise you will lose one mark. Listen to me carefully. This is an exact answer. Leave it as it is. And to avoid in order to convert three significant figure, if you wrongly convert three significant figure, just don't copy this, just write this answer. Fractional answer is always fine. Always avoid these answers. If you get your answer in fraction, just write the fractional answer. Okay? Because this is an exact answer. If you would write 33.6, you will lose 1 mark. Because Cambridge says give non-exact answers up to 3SF. See, it's here. Non-exact answers up to 3CF. That means leave exact answers as it is. So it's better to leave your answer in fractional form so that you won't do careless mistake. Question 4. Suri has a bag containing 4 blue discs and 3 yellow discs. Blue 4 and yellow 3. She selects one disc from the bag at random, notes its color and returns it to the bag. She repeats this process until this means geometric distribution. Success, first success. A yellow disc. Find the probability that she obtains a yellow disc for the first time on her 4th selection. So this is geometric and the requirement is yellow. And C, returns it to the bag means with replacement. So probability is constant. That is why this is of geometric distribution. In geometric distribution, probability must be constant. Since this process is with replacement, so it's of geometric distribution. So the probability of yellow is 3/7. Alright, so on her 4th selection, so this is the formula of geometric distribution, Q power 3 times P. Q is 4/7 because P is 3/7. This is 3. Now here you have to give your answer up to 3 SF. 3 significant figures. And you are getting 0.0797. Now convert this into 3 significant. So this result will become 0.0800. See 1, 2, 3 significant. This 0 is not significant. These zeros are not significant. So 1, 2, 3. Next part B. Find the probability that she obtains a yellow disc for the second time on her 5th selection. Now this is the combination of binomial and geometric. I explain. Why this is the combination of binomial and geometric? Because the restriction is on the second disc, not on the first. Second one is restricted and the first one is random. Since first one is random, so it can come from 1st to 4th selections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the restriction. Second disc. So first is random and the second is restricted. Alright. You must be good at with these types of questions. Because this type of sum comes regularly. So there are 4 ways. So use binomial 4C1, P power 1, Q power 3. Since the selection of first is random, so it's binomial and P is yellow disk, so 3 upon 7. And this is 4 upon 7. And this is the second disk, and it's yellow, so its probability is 3 upon 7. Alright. So for this I use binomial, and for this I use geometric. Hence the final answer up to 3 SF is 0.137. Please check this whole solution. I'm taking 1 minute break, 20-20-20 rule. It's basically 40-40-40 rule. Because I'm taking break after 40 minutes almost. All right, next question. Okay, this question is continuing. There are 2 other parts, C and D. Tan has a bag containing 4 red discs and 3 green discs. He selects one disc from the bag at random without replacement. Now here you can't use even binomial and geometric because this is without replacement, probability is not constant. He repeats this process until he obtains a green disc. The random variable x is the number of discs Tan needs to select in order to obtain a green disc. Draw up the probability distribution for x. So try this question with tree diagram. He needs a green disc and he continues the process. He repeats the process until he gets a green disc. So maybe possible he would get a green disc on his first choice, on first selection, right? So 3 upon 7. This is 4 upon 7. Maybe possible first disc is not green. Let me copy this to save time. Maybe second one is not green, maybe third one is not green. Since we have 4 not green, so there are 4 possibilities. And the 5th one is compulsory or is must of green one. Because once red disc will finish, then there are only green, so that would be the last option. See, if the first disc, if he selects the first one and if it's green, then he stops the process and the probability is 3 upon 7. A similar kind of question came in 2008, June 2008. Also a similar question came in other years, I don't remember the year. Alright, so if he selects the first disk, then maybe possible it would be a green one. So if the first one is green one, so this is the probability, green. Probability that the disk is green. 37. So write this here. Okay. What if the first disk he selected is not green? Then he would have to select second disk. Maybe possible the first is not green, then he would need to select another. Maybe possible that one is green. So this is here, green, complement, green. Okay. This and this. So now write the probability. This is 4/7. So one disk is already selected. So in box there are 6 disks. So denominator is 6. Since this process is without replacement, so you should be very careful. 6, 3. There are 3 green. There are green, 3 green and 4 red. So if this first disk is not green, then let's suppose it's red, definitely it would be red. So there are 6 disks in the box because this process is without replacement. So the first green is 3/6. So this probability is 4/7, 36, and this is called as second disk. This is the first one. So the probability for second is 4 3s are 12. Okay, let me cancel this. I think it should be 2/7 after simplification. 3 1s are 3 2s are 2/7. Now let's suppose the first 2 disks selected were not green, then and the third one is green. So this is 3/6 because total is 1. Now since 2 disks are already selected, so the denominator is 5 and green, the first one is 3. This is 2/5. So write this here, 2 not green and the third one is green. So 4 7, 3 6, 3 5. Let me check this. 3 1s are 3 2s are 2 2s are, so 6/35. This is 6/35. Now the fourth one. Total is always 1. You don't need to write 1 here. I mean, you have to finish the box here. Okay. I'm just erasing this. Okay. So since 5 denominator, so here denominator should be 4 and 3 green, 1 4 0 1. So the fifth one is certain. This is certain. All right. So this is probability 3 not green and 1 green. So this times this. So 4 7, 3 6, 2 5, 3 4. When you will simplify this, you will get 3/35. And the last one is this one. This. Or you can just subtract all from 1 because total is 1. but I'm writing this green, green, not green, not green, not green, green. So when you will simplify this, you will get 1 upon 35. And when you will add all, you will get 1. So this is the way to draw probability distribution for these types of questions. Now this part is very simple, variance. For variance, we must have mean first. And mean is this, sigma x px. Okay, let me write the formula. Although formula is not, it's not compulsory to write the formula, but I'm just writing. Basically, we take the product of these things, sum of the product of these numbers. So 1 into 3 upon 7, 2 into 2 upon 7, 3 into 6 upon 35, 4 into 3 upon 35, 5 into 1 upon 35, okay? When you will simplify this, you will get 2, I think. Now, we need Ex square. For variance, Ex square is also required. And its formula is sigma x square, Px is equal to x. See, power 2, so power 2. Power 1, so power 1. Now just copy this result here. And since we have a square here, so square the observations. That's it, right? Now this result is 26 upon 5. Hence, variance Vx is 26 upon 5 minus square of mean. Leave your answer in fractional form, 6 upon 5. In decimal, it's 1.2. Again, this is an exact answer, so leave it as it is. So it's better to avoid writing answer in decimal. Leave your answer in fractional form. If answer is coming in fractional form, leave it as it is, because it's an exact answer. Please check the solution. Allahu Akbar. Next question. Question number 5. Before starting 5, if you find this video helpful, please share it with your friends so they can benefit as well. Drivers who wish to obtain an advanced driving qualification must pass 2 tests, a theory test and a skill test. Drivers must pass the theory test first, and they are allowed up to a maximum of 2 attempts to pass the theory test. Alright, the probability that any driver passes the theory test on their first attempt is 0.7. This is here. And the probability that any driver passes on their second attempt is 0.6. So theory test is given. Drivers who are successful in the theory test are then allowed up to a maximum of 3 attempts to pass the skill test. The probability that a driver passes the skills test on any attempt is 0.2. Complete the tree diagram. Alright, so we have 3 attempts. The driver has 3 attempts in fact. So this is the first attempt. Because of lack of space, I'm trying to fit this here. So this is the first attempt. Pass, fail. What if he would fail? Then the next attempt. Should be here. What if he failed the second attempt? Then he would have a chance for the next attempt. Right? So there are 3 attempts. 1, 2, 3. First, second, third. Now this is for this first attempt in theory. So the same thing is over here as well. Again, he would have 3 attempts if he would pass theory in second attempt. Here is no attempt because in theory there are only 2 attempts. Now the probability of passing the skill test is 0.2. This is here on any attempt. 0.2, 0.8. I forgot I had to write this with probability to save time. 0.2, 0.8. That's it. The tree diagram is completed. Now the next question. Show that the probability that a randomly chosen driver passes the theory test at the first attempt, okay, this one, and skills test at the second attempt, this one. This is the requirement. See, theory in first and skills in second. So this thing, this and this. So this probability is 0.7 times 0.8 times 0.2. Okay, let me write this in first outcome form. This is pass, fail, pass. So 0.7 times 0.8 times 0.2. So write this here. So this result is 0.112 shown. Find the probability that a randomly chosen driver obtains the advanced driving qualification, meaning he would pass. So just check all pass options. Here he would get the license, here he would get here. So all 6 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all these possibilities. So pass 0.7 times 0.2. This one is pass, fail, pass. Pass, fail, pass. So this probability is 0.7, 0.8 square, 0.8. So it's a square times 0.2. Now here fail, pass. This and this. 0.3, 0.6, 0.2. Now this one fail, pass. Like this and this. This one. 0.3, 0.6. 0.8, 0.2. Okay. Now the last one. Fail, pass, fail, pass. Fail, pass, fail, pass. So this result is 0.3, 0.6, 0.8 square times 0.2. So these are 6 outcomes, all 6. We just need to add all. So these 3 outcomes are those in which he passed the theory test in first attempt. See, theory test in first attempt, 1, 2, 3 options. Now pass the theory test in second attempt, these options. This is the last option. He passed the theory test in the second attempt. Remember, here he passed the theory test in the first attempt, okay? And here he passed the theory test in the second attempt. Now we need the sum of all these attempts. So this is 1342 divided by 3125. You can leave your answer in this form. In 3 significant, it's 0.429, sorry. But it's better to leave your answer in fractional form because this is an exact answer. But if you want to give up to 3 significant, this is the answer into 3 significant. Okay. I avoid to write answers in 3 significant if answers are in fractional form, because fractional forms are better. So I'm leaving this answer, okay? This is the right answer. Now find the probability that a randomly chosen driver passes the theory test at the first attempt. Now this is very important. First attempt, this is here. Passes the theory test in the first attempt. Passes the theory test in the second attempt. Given that the driver obtains the advanced driving qualification. So this is very simple. This is the conditional probability. He got the license. So he got the license. The probability is here. Just copy this here. Okay. And he passed the theory test at the first attempt. This is here. Okay. See, this hard work paid off. So this result is 35 upon 44. Again, fractional answer. Leave it as it is. In 3 significant is 0.795, but I'm not writing this answer. Okay. Now check the solution. I'm taking half-minute break. Then I will do the last question. This question is simple. Normal distribution with mean 2.40, standard deviation 0.18. This is the way to write the distribution. 0.18 square. This is variance. If they ask, describe the distribution. Now describe in this way. In a random sample of 400 large bags, how many would you expect to have a mass less than 2.32? So we would expect the expected number would be 400 times probability less than 2.32. This is the requirement. So first find probability. 2.32. Now convert this statement into Z, and you know the formula, it's x minus mu over sigma. So Z 2.32 minus mu is 2.40 and sigma is 0.18. Okay. Now get this number up to 3 decimal places. Make sure you write the value of Z up to 3 decimal places, because in table you find the value up to 3 decimal places. So it's minus 0.444. Now make a rough sketch and check what is this, phi or 1 minus phi. Zero is here. This is minus 0.444, and because of lesser sign we need this area. So this is a small area. So this area should be 1 minus phi 0.444. Okay. 1 minus phi. Make sure you must write phi. I mean this step. Now let's check 0.444 in normal distribution. Where is the MF19? Okay, let me check the MF19. MF19, this is here. All right. So we need 0.444. 0.4 is this. Now check under 4 this and check this number under 4, 14. So 0.6700 and 14. And remember, we take numbers from here after multiplying this number. So this 14 will become 0.0014, and here we got 0.6700. 0.6700 plus 0.0014. This will give you 0.6714. Okay, this is the way we find phi. So we have 1 minus 0.671. I'm sorry, 67. Let me check this. 0.6714. Okay. 0.6714. Now use calculator and check this. 1 minus 0.6714. This is 0.3286. Now give your answer up to 3SF. But hold on, this is not the answer. We have to multiply this with 400, expected number. .3286 times 400, or 400 times 0.3286 times 400. This is 131.44. Since these are bags or pasta, okay, these are pasta. So 0.4 means 0.4 pasta, so it's not a complete one. So the answer is 131. Let me explain this through number line. You can't have 131 or like 0.44, so you have to go here. 131, right? See, 0.44 can't make one complete pasta. So the right answer is 131. Hence, the expected number is always round this down, okay, don't round this up. 131. Please check the solution again. Next part, very less space, and the question is mu and sigma. You should give more space for this part, at least one page, because it's simultaneous equations. The masses of small bags of pasta are normally distributed with mean mu kg, standard deviation sigma kg. 80% of these bags have a mass less than 1.26 kg. So this means less than 1.26 is 0.8, okay, and 40% less than 1.08. So it's simultaneous. First convert this statement into z. 1.26 minus mu over sigma, 0.8. Now shade this probability to know the position of this unknown. This is inverse normal, right? Whenever we have probability, we shade the probability to check the position of unknown. Since we have lesser sign here, so we start shading from lower tail to upper tail. That's the rule. We start the shading from the opposite direction of inequality. So shade, start shading from here. It's 80.8, so we should cross the central line, because till central line the area is 0.5. So this is 0.8 total area, the shaded area. This total is 0.8. So this unknown is on right side of 0, so it's positive. Okay, this is the way to identify the position of unknown. Okay, this one, probability z less than 1.08 minus mu over sigma, 0.4. Again we would shade in this way because of lesser sign. So this is central line, and you know the area is 0.5 up to central line, so stop before the central line because this area is less than 0.5. So this area, this shaded area is 0.4, and the unknown is here. It's on left side of 0, so it must be negative. Okay. Okay, now this area is large area. Anything greater than 0.5 is known as large area. So this is phi. So phi 1.26 minus mu divided by sigma is equal to 0.8. Since this area is less than 0.5, so it must be 1 minus phi. So 1 minus phi negative 1.08 mu sigma is equal to 0.4. Okay, you must be good at inverse normal. and with this shading. If we have this sign, we shade in this way. If we have this sign, then we shade in this way. Now phi inverse 0.8. Let's check 0.8 here. It's not here. So 0.8 means check 0.8 here. Either 0.8 or any value which is less than 0.8 but close to 0.8. So this value is less than 0.8 and it's close to 0.8. Now check this value. The first decimal is 0.8 and this is under 4. So 0.84 and 5 is missing in this value. 5 is here. So read like this, 0.842. This is 0.842. So 1.26 minus mu sigma phi inverse 0.8 is 0.842. Okay. Now check this one. See, 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6. So we have to check phi inverse 0.6. Bring this here and shift this bracket there. When you bring this here, you will get 1 minus 0.4, which is 0.6, and this bracket would be positive. So basically we have minus 1.08 minus mu over sigma phi inverse 0.6. Let's check phi inverse 0.6. So check 0.6 or anything close to 0.6 but less than 0.6. Okay. Now 0.6. This is 0.7, 0.6. See, this value is less than 0.6 and it's close to 0.6. The number should be less than and close to 0.6. Now read this as 0.2 under 5. 0.25, 13 is missing. We have 12. So 0.253. Or if you have latest calculator, you can find this from calculator. 0.253. Okay. Now here we have 1.26 minus mu 0.842 sigma, and here we have minus 1.08 plus mu 0.253 sigma. By solving these two equations simultaneously, by the way, you have to show the simultaneous solution. You have to do either substitution or elimination. I am using elimination. I don't have this space here, so I can do this here. So, which question is this? 6b. The continuation of 6b. So 1.26 minus mu 0.842 sigma, and here we have negative 1.08. You can't use calculator to solve this. Calculator is just for verification. You have to show the working. 0.253 sigma, I guess. I'm not sure. Let me check this. Yes. So by eliminating these two, we cancel mu. We have got 0.18 here and here 1.0949 sigma. Let me check this. 0.842 plus 0.253. This is 1.095. Okay. Therefore, sigma is 0.164 and mu is 1.12. page number 12. Okay. So these are the values of mu and sigma. Now last part of this question, 8 small bags of pasta are chosen at random. Find the probability. Now these types of questions, this is basically normal to binomial. Whenever you get less than 30 in normal distribution question, try to use binomial. Find the probability that more than 5, so we need this probability more than 5 out of 8, this is n, have a mass less than 1.26 kg. Less than 1.26. So this probability is given. This is here, 0.8. So this is P of binomial. So Q should be 0.2. And more than 5. More than 5 means 6, 7 or 8. So 6. 6 means 8C6. Binomial 0.8. Binomial speed is 0.8. 6. 0.2 power 2. 8C7. 0.8 power 7. And 0.2 power 1. And the last term is P power 8. Alright. This result is 0.797. Please check the solution. If you find this video helpful, please share it with your friends so they can benefit as well. All the very best for your S1 exam and the rest of the exams. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allah Hafiz.